Today we're working on a 2007 Dodge Caravan. We're going to be looking at our pre-cat and post-cat temperatures. Right now we are looking at our oxygen sensors. So right here in the back right here we have our upstream HO211 sensor. So we have our upstream sensor that's going to be in the back right there. And then if you can see, we're going to try to see if we can zoom in and we can see that our downstream sensor, if I can get it to focus. I don't know if we'll be able to focus, but we have our downstream sensor there in the back. Alrighty, right now we are about 5 minutes and 30 seconds into our temp readings for our pre-cat and post-cat temperature readings. As you see, we're still, as the idle continues and we go up from the first minute to the 5th minute, we're just getting higher temperatures in our pre and our post. We're gonna get a couple of those temps on camera here in just a second. Right now we're sitting at 2,500 RPMs and she's getting the pre and post-cat temperatures even as we sit here. So we'll be getting them every minute marker and we'll check back in with her on the piece of paper to see what she's getting as we sit at 2,500 RPMs. After having the RPM set at 2,500 for 5 minutes, here are our post and pre-cat temperatures. Alrighty, so we moved to a 2018 Tucson and we're just gonna be getting some more idle post and pre-cat temperature readings. So right now the car is idling and we are at 215 degrees. The previous group has worked on this, so temperatures may vary. Post-cat is gonna be 170. I'm gonna measure a little bit further down and just see like if the distance changes the temperature. So that's 152 right there. All the way down there we have 129, and then at the very end, alrighty, we've been idling now for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna get another reading. Alright, so now we are getting a reading of 332. What are we getting exactly after? So we're getting a reading of about 131 exactly at the downstream. Now I'm gonna do it. After completing today's lab, we have 4 discussion questions that we're going to answer. The first one is, what are the normal inlet outlet temperatures of a catalytic converter? For pre-cat, we have about 500 to 700 degrees Fahrenheit, and post-cat, we have around 700 to 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Our second question asks, how long does it take to fully warm up a catalytic converter? It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to get the catalytic converter fully warmed up for operating temperature. Where is the hottest location in an automotive exhaust system? We had measured around 300, 400 degrees Fahrenheit at the exhaust manifold, and that was closer to idle. And then what is the normal temperature drop in an exhaust system? From exhaust to tailpipe, you lose about 300 to 500 degrees Fahrenheit, just measuring the temperature difference.
15.3, we said 15 was good. We want this under 1%. We want that under 1%. And we want that under 100. But this thing's probably warm, really, really warm.
What's under, so is that high, the oxygen?
So this here lambda is saying 1.2.
So it's clean, or, yeah, clean.
Now I don't know if that is inferred off of the O2 reading, or the CO reading, but it is super duper weeny. It's saying the air fuel ratio should, these numbers, be 17.7 to 1 instead of 14.7 to 1. So then we can get our scanner on and see, hey, what. So you said that pipe has an open.
The pre-cat that's supposed to be hooked up to it, but it's not.
All right, let's lift this thing up. Can you guys make sure that it's racked properly?
Alrighty, so we are still working on this 2018 Tucson. Right now we're looking at the PIDs. As you can see, this vehicle has been sitting in just ambient temperature about 70 degrees inside the tech. I've been started for about 5 minutes. As you can see, just looking at the lambda reading, we want a lambda of 1. Right now we're getting like a 0.997 and like about 1 sometimes, so it's running just a little bit rich. Yeah, it's running a little bit rich. So that's also being reflected through our short-term field trims, where you can, and our long-term, where you can see is running a little bit richer than it is lean. The car's only been started for 5 minutes, so I'm gonna let it run for about another 5 and have it come up to full idle after about 10 minutes, and then see what the PIDs are looking like. Alrighty, so right now we're just gonna be getting the pre and post cat temps, and then we're gonna go back and read the PIDs, and then we'll be able to compare our data between the temperature we're at and then what are our long-term and short-term fuel readings. This is based off the pre-cat and post-cat temp. And this is after running it for about 10 to 15 minutes. So it's just been idling for about 10 to 15. Our pre-cat is sitting at 393 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we're just gonna measure our post-cat. We're just gonna measure that. Hold on. Our post-cat is 164, and then we're just gonna measure a little bit behind, not right there on the downstream. Alright, so this is also post-cat. This is just not at the downstream oxygen sensor. This is literally right after the cat. We're getting 219, but at the downstream oxygen sensor, yeah, we're getting 201 now. So that's on par with the reading we're getting here after the cat. Alright, so now we're gonna go check out our PIDs. Alrighty, so now looking at our PIDs, we have a lot of interesting things going on. So first off, for our short-term fuel trim, we're actually running a little rich right now, which is reflected in our lambda reading. As you see, we're running a little bit rich right now. But then if you look at our long-term fuel trims, we're running very lean. So I'm a little curious why we're running lean long-term. We have short-term, we're running rich, and then even on our lambda reading, we're running a little bit rich. Our amperage is it's fluctuating between 0.0, so that's actually fine. This is very close. Yep, fluctuating between 1, so we're almost perfect. But we're still getting some readings of us being rich, and then for short term, and then us being lean for long term.